Hi, Miles Zanity 602, reporting to you at the Nightmare Central with day number 7's 31 of my 31 days of horror film reviews, year number 4. And and for day number 7, which means that this has been a complete sequence of the numbers that could make a complete date. So this has been a complete week so far with day number 7. Um, anyways, we're going to be talking about a film called Salvage, which is a 2006 80-minute horror mystery thriller from Jeff Crook and Josh Crook. Now, I could make the easy joke out of their names by saying they crook you out of this movie because this movie is quite easy for being that target, since 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 it's not a very good movie. Anyway, Salvage is about this girl who keeps on having these run-in cycles with this um generic backwoods guy, and each time she has this experiences. She always returns. It's all over the place, nonsensical. Um, but as the film goes on, you have some terrible. You have like the um get this boyfriend character, which I really don't know what the fuck he's really doing there, because he doesn't really add much to the plot, and he does weird shit like kind of strip cock tease um his girlfriend at her in her classroom while she's doing her thing. Um, then we get into some random characters with this cop character, and overall, salvage. Just the acting is horrible. The acting is so horrible. Like I didn't believe this girl. I didn't believe the redneck guy. Um, the mother character is very. Don't really believe them because their line delivery is awful. Like it's like so. It's it lacks emotion. And it just doesn't really get into the film. The cheap camera. I understand that this is a movie that is like usually found in like a $5 Walmart DVD pack with like 19 other films in one slim DVD case crammed into a disc full of mini movies. But damn, the camera angles just looked awful. Um, awful. And then there's some out of place music. Like you get this like when she's running away from the killer. You get um this kind of rock music that just is all over out of place of the scene. Um, you have she goes into the church one scene, and that scene doesn't really go anywhere. This film really I think that I think the filmmakers think that think that this is a clever idea or whatever, but overall the acting is horrible. The filmmaking is barely even conveys what the probably the director's intended message or what he's trying to convey to the audience. It just doesn't make sense. Um, like this film is when you check the time on your like how much time it is total on Blu-ray player, not calculating it on IMDb, which is usually rounded out instead of the actual time. This is an hour and 19 minutes. It's an hour and 19 minutes, and it's directed by a brother. I think that they are brothers, Jeff and Josh Crook. It's directed by a brother duo. The short length, pretty much nothing really goes for this film's favor in any form of the sense quality. Uh, it's 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 pretty shit, but if you're like a person who really loves those Ecobridge Ecobridge multi-feature sets you find at Walmart, you'll most likely come across this film in one of those packs. It's pretty much a frequent thing in those packs. Um, I actually got it in a pack myself with it was in a slim cheap cardboard. It's in this pack with this cheap cardboard that just was broken and stuff when I got it, and I got both these in that pack for like $4, and I guess it's a cool deal. Got this one in a separate case, Salem Witch Trials, which is a it's kind of like a biopic. I think that's the term. It's a biopic about the Salem witch trials, and the acting's horrible in this. It's pretty much a cheaply made Canadian. You could definitely tell it's a Canadian made thing, and it just has horrible effects and horrible acting and questionable decisions. But it's fucking super long, whereas Salvage is too short. This is too long. Um, yeah, and this is very good, but I got it. But it came in this double pack with mortuary, and or the one I'm talking about now, Salvage. Mortuary, despite a obvious budget limitations, is actually pretty good. I like Mortuary. It has an interesting concept. The acting, for the most part, is believable. Got a likable group of characters in that film. Um, it has some terrible special effects, and but that comes with the budget because Mortuary didn't have much of a budget, and it's directed by Toby Hooper, who did Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's a notable thing. Now the Blu-ray, one thing cool is that both these come in separate disc. Um, despite the picture quality not being the best, I think Salvage, from the disc menu alone is worth a checkout because it looks nice. It actually looks like a pretty fucking nice menu that you could easily navigate, and it looks nice and you get one special feature, which is rare because you barely even get special features with Echo Bridge releases, but you get one with this, and that's a trailer to the film, but it's something. It's something. And I don't really think that there's going to be much special features for Salvage anyways, because it's a a movie that somehow got acquired by Echo Bridge, and if a movie gets acquired by Echo Bridge, then it's pretty much not really a film that would require have much of a fan base to hey, I want some special features on that bitch, but really not. And I don't really get the hate towards Echo Bridge. In my whole opinion, I'm not really, um, I'm not really obviously Echo Bridge has some major setbacks, but I don't get why movie fans are so down on Echo Bridge. Echo Bridge, you pretty much get a shitload of movies, whole shitload of movies for fucking cheap. And that's what Echo Bridge's motto is: more movies, lower lower price. And if you're a movie fan, I don't really see what's the problem with that. Sure, they're not going to be quality releases, but so what? They're not films that are fucking gonna, like. Do you seriously want a fucking commentary to, like, Make a Shark versus John Octopus, or whatever silent stuff that they acquired, or do you really want a Killjoy commentary, or any of the Full Moon stuff? Do you really want that? Do you want a commentary, making up featurette, and a pristine negative of a film that you're most likely just gonna not even watch because you have like these other movies that you're just gonna skip through, or more likely that you're just gonna watch once, and just put shelf bound. Do you really care about like fucking Allure Teen Fight Club? No. They just pretty much give you what's something a film fan should adore. More movies for lesser price. Sure, they're not going to be quality movies. They're not going to be movies worthy of the Criterion edition, but they're just going to be stuff. Plus, could get some gems like Roman. I got Roman in one set. Um, some of the Children of the Corn sequels, but that's back in there when that the Miramax stuff, which I felt like they didn't deserve to have the Miramax catalog because there was a lot of great movies that they did injustice to. But other than that, all these movies don't really deserve much of anything other than a quick watch. But back to Salvage. Back to Salvage. I'm gonna try my best to just for derailing a bit. Salvage. Back to the acting. The acting isn't very good in Salvage 2. Um, the story is just not very good. Um, like, you get. I don't really understand the ending to it either. You get a still shot of this girl's um disgusting face. You can see this girl, the main lead actress of this film has a very disgusting face. Almost looks like she looks like one of those ugly bitches, who has to look or mean to. She looks like one of those ugly, evil, mean bitches who tries her best to look hot, but she's not, and she just ends up looking aggressive. Uh, Her the boyfriend character, doesn't really do much. She goes into another friend's house, and didn't even get to know this character. Know this character. We just get oh, this dumb redneck character. This dumb redneck character every so often, runs into her confrontations, comfort, confronts her every so often, kills her. Then we see the tides turning in this one scene. The tides turning in this one scene, and yeah, you just overall don't really get much of a quality product with this movie. If I were to rank it, I probably would rank it like a 2.5 out of 10. I wish that I could think of something complimentary to it, but it's really doesn't have has a way too short of a length. That if it had plot to it, more plot to it, maybe could have helped. Has a brother duo, which usually is not a very good combo. Usually, a movie with one director, is usually the best. But a duo does not sound good. Um, but yeah, I don't really like this movie. It should be obvious. I'm dragging on. I'm sorry. Other than Echo Bridge, I give Echo Bridge a fair shot. And other than Echo Bridge and how kind of cool they are, I don't really have much positive things. Oh, and also, actually, one more positive thing: Mortuary kicks ass. I like Mortuary, so you could just throw the Salvage discount and get Mortuary, which is a very good concept movie, very good acted movie. All I need is just a higher budget and I think major studio backing in order to be good, in order to be better in order to reach its full potential. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and this has been the first week of my fourth annual 31 Days of Horror Film Reviews, and I shall be breaking the week number in a little less than 24 hours with a review, and that review is going to be of A Perfect Getaway. I understand I shouldn't be spoiling that, but I just thought I shouldn't mention it. And once I get to that review, I'm just gonna probably slap that film in the Blu-ray player and watch both cuts of that film that are including its Blu-ray disc release back to back, and do whatever, give like an example when I get to that one. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and avoid Salvage. Sucks ass.